Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for Friday, September 15th. As you can tell, when you come to the charts here, we are in a downtrend, right? I mean, you can draw that phantom trend line like that, right? It's obviously we're in a downtrend. So we're just looking to see if we're going to break structure to go long or if we're just going to continue down, right? We just crossed over these new week opening gaps. There's like 4 lines here. These are the purple lines. This is new week opening gap over here. That red line, you can't really see it, but that's the Sunday opening price. So we're just kind of see what price action gives us, and we will buy and sell going by candle by candle. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm very interested to see how it reacts to the new week opening gap here. Obviously, price doesn't want to go higher than that. The candle bodies are saying that it's not going higher. Candle body again closed above. Like I'd like to see a candle close above. Then I'd start marking off stuff. But this is holding price. To me, this is holding price. Okay, so I'm still waiting for either a displacement up or down to tell me where we're going. Okay, obviously you can say, hey, we took out sell side over here. Yes, and hey, this would be a market structure shift right here. Yeah, however, there's displacement here. Why wouldn't you take a trade? Well, price is getting stuck right here. The bodies are not going higher than these new week opening gaps. So I would like, and I know that that's a sticking point. So yes, I see structure over here, but this is telling me a different narrative. So I'm just waiting. I need some kind of displacement one out of this. We're stuck right here. So I need something to tell me, okay, now I'm getting my answer. Okay, so you have a fair value gap right there. Do we break this low here? Price trick traded into that fair value gap. Let's see what happens with that. And I see something else here. So I see a fair value gap right here from this high to this low right here, but expected price to come down and then up, and it's now traded through it. So now that's an inversion fair value gap right here. So now if price comes back into that, I'll take a trade, but I need my stop to have to be above this fair value gap because price can trade back into it just like it did there. So that's what I'd be looking for right now. Obviously it broke this low here, and I'd be targeting the new week opening gap down here. So hopefully it comes back up and tag me in here. Obviously with TradingView I need to have a candle closed in that range because it's can't like this one. Okay, so this one I could sell right there. Let's go short there, and we'll put on our position tool from right here, from there, and we'll aim for this. That would be, you know, 1 to 3, risking 5 or above this fair value gap, second fair value gap here, and we'll aim for this new week opening gap down here. So let's see this for partials. Somewhere down here, as I'd take this down here, just about 60% or so, 60, 70%. That's what I'd be looking for. You get nervous on these kind of trades when you're watching it live because it comes down and just kind of lingering, and you're looking for like fast, energetic move down. So these high resistance liquidity runs right here. So they're very hard, difficult to watch. Now you can add to your position here if you really wanted to, because it's the same thing. But we're not gonna. We're just gonna keep playing it out. Yeah, see, I do like that. I like seeing these bearish volume imbalances. I may mark these out so you can see what I'm talking about. This right here is a bearish volume imbalance. Candle closed and then opened lower with a gap. Same thing, candle closed, open lower with a gap. I like seeing that. To me, that tells me that price is now ready to move down in that direction. Now, could it still come trade back up? Absolutely, but it's favorable. I like seeing that. So doesn't mean it can't be traded through. Just saying that I like seeing that. Okay, so look, now it's traded through. Now it's traded back through. Disrespect it. Okay, look at that. There we go. That's better. All right, now let's buy one. That's over 60%. Now let's do our trailing stop. Right here. Okay. Okay, when it's at that point, I'm moving my stop down to probably the bottom of this fair value gap right here. That's open. Because it's so close to my target, I'm not giving up all of this if it comes back and turns around. I'm not giving all that back. So, especially with like Apex or have a trailing drawdown, you don't want to give that much up. So, okay, that's flat in there. Get rid of this. All right, let's see how the rest of the 2 minutes goes. And does hit that new opening gap, the lower one. And then trades back up. Okay. All right. So let's take this position off. And let's look at this. We knew that we were in a downtrend, right? We saw, obviously, we're in a downtrend. We came to the chart. Price came back up, and it kind of, even though we had, sell side liquidity taken here, and we had a market structure shift right here, as we could classify that as, and we had a fair value gap right here. That's classic 2022 mentorship model. However, price came up, and then we see that it is respecting this new week opening gap before it trades back into this fair value gap. That should give you pause and hesitation to reevaluate. You want to see a displacement, energetic move away from this area, either through it and then come back and then take your trade to go long, or in this case traded down and then kept moving down and take out the low here. So this pausing action here with the candle body is respecting these new week opening gaps, not trading through them, should give you pause to be like, oh, I'm still not waiting for it just to hit this fair value gap and go long. Okay, so we saw that this candle right here goes into this fair value gap and trades down, and then this fair value gap became an inversion, and then when it came back up, we took it from the inversion fair value gap with our stop above the fair value gap over here, so we're covered by both PD rays, and we just have a high resistance liquidity run to our target, which was the second, this other new week opening gap, and we took our partial about 60 to 65%, and then we got our TP hit. Okay, so that is your silver bullet for the AM session on September 15th.